everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to tune in. On this episode, we are going to talk about boat design, and if you are looking to restore your Gheenoe, the possibilities that you may have, and what I did to restore my Gheenoe. Just got to get some stuff out of the way. Disclaimer, I am not a boat builder. I am just in my garage having a good time learning stuff from YouTube and trying to make it easier for people out there who may be doing a Gheenoe restoration. So if you haven't watched the other two videos, I highly recommend that you check them out here. Here is the demolition video, and here is the first video in the rebuild, just going through and talking about things that you should think about before you ever even start doing a remodel on a boat. Okay, so today we're going to talk about picking a layout. First important thing you need to think about is what do you want out of your boat? What kind of fishing are you going to do? And what is your list of dream features that you would like to have in your boat? One of the things that I did was I went to the Gheenoe website and I built boats over and over again. I made a list of what I wanted in my boat, and then I started checking them off or Xing them out on whether it was capable or whether I was capable for actually making those things in this boat. Things that you need to take into account is your boat going to be too small for the things that you want? I wanted a side thing with electronics for the motor. Well, I'm not going to get that. I have a teeny boat and it's tippy. And I wanted as much space in it to walk around as possible. Once you get your list of things that you really want your boat to have, then you have to think about weight distribution. So whenever you're building your imaginary Gheenoe boat, you have to figure out where you want things like the heavy things in your boat, which would be the battery, the gas can, your anchor, your trolling motor, and then your engine and the size of your engine, and what constraints you would have with having a larger engine compared to a smaller engine. So let me take you through my boat and why I put each one where I did to make it the most efficient for me and my fishing style. So I needed a place for the anchor to go that was close to the front of the boat so that I could attach it here. So what I did was I included a hatch up in the front that my anchor could fit in, and I designed it so that it was the perfect width for this anchor to come in and out. I designed a dry hatch, which we'll go through later, right? Because I wanted to have my battery up front. That was one of the heavier things. I needed it to be able to fit a full marine size battery, and it was a water resistant place to put all of this. And this is where all my electronics are. We'll go through all that in a future video. I wanted my gas can to be in the back underneath my engine, right? So I made it so that it can, I figured out what kind of gas can I wanted, figured out the dimensions, and then made sure that this fit in here. Unfortunately, one of the things that I didn't do was take into account the height of this, because if I did, I would have made this a lot higher, so that the battery, or so that the gas could go underneath a hatch. I did cut and make a hatch for this area to sit on this lip right here, but well, actually to sit on this lip and open this way, but because the gas tank was taller than this deck, I just have it open. And because my boat is older, I'm apprehensive about the transom. I did put a lot of new fiberglass in there and actually replaced the transom with foam, but I just get scared. I'm traveling usually 45 minutes to an hour and a half to be able to fish every time. So I went with a smaller Tohatsu so that I can carry it and put it in the back of my truck every time I wanted to go fishing. That seems really tedious, I'm sure, to some of you, but it ends up working out for me. I have a lot of anxiety about, just stress on the boat because it is an older boat, and I'm worried that I didn't do a good job making it. So that's what I do, and it makes me feel fine. The next thing you want to do is you want to start thinking about repurposing some of the old things from the boat before to be able to make them useful for you now and fit what you want to do. Once you decide what features you want and you look at what actually came out of the boat, see if you could repurpose any of those. Also, what you want to do is you want to try to use any of the fiberglass that's actually in the boat that's still viable, that fits into your design scheme. The original boat had 3 seats, one about here, one in the middle, and one up at the front, right? So whenever I cut with my angle grinder those old seats out to get the rotten wood out, I left the framing on the sides as a support because it was really nicely fiberglass to the wall, and it made a great support to be able to put this standing platform on. So it actually ended about here, right? And we'll see if we can get in there to show you. And then the center one I removed completely down to right below this, and I actually used part of the fiberglass from the middle seat as a helping support for this standing deck on the bottom. And then in that middle one, there was a live well that I actually used. I cut it to size and put it back here because it fit the cooler perfectly. Originally, I had a door on here, but unfortunately, I didn't think about the door opening this direction, and the wind ripped it off, and it got destroyed. But it's perfect now because I have a seat. Things that I didn't use, there was a door on this live well in the middle that I couldn't use in the front because I wanted to be able to fit a battery through it, and unfortunately, I couldn't fit a battery through there. So I had to create my own door. So hopefully this helps you come up with a design for your boat remodel and where you want things and just ideas for you to be able to basically get off on the right foot to success for remodeling your Gheenoe. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Like I said, like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 200 subscribers, so let's get there. And comment below. Let me know what you agree with. Let me know what you disagree with. And I will comment back. Thanks, guys.